I don't know if this will be off topic or not for this chapter. It's just about continuous learning, that learning loop. But things in life are pretty simple when you break it down. So things like losing weight or maintaining a healthy weight or just being healthy or exercising, pretty simple concepts. There are all these books about diets and losing weight and exercise and gazillion YouTube videos, which I've watched a lot of. But it really comes down to, if you want to lose weight, be in a caloric deficit. That could be a whole book, just that line. There's really nothing else that you need to read about. That's how you lose weight. You want to maintain a healthy weight, just maintain a caloric balance. If you want to be healthier, if you want to exercise, you just have to exercise, whether it's running, working out with weights, whatever. But it really comes down to your choices that you make every day, making choices that are aligned with whatever your goal is. And it doesn't matter what your goal is. You know, if you're happy with your weight, then maybe your goal is something else. You know, I'm just using these as examples because they're pretty easy to use as examples. So it comes down to making decisions, and I realized that, and that's why I made podiobook.net, is to give you a place to come in and get those reps. And just like with eating healthy or losing weight or whatever, sometimes you hit plateaus or sometimes you need a little motivation, so that's all mixed in there too. So it's a combination of learning new things and then just doing the reps to remind you, because I can tell you it's taken me 30 years of reading and trying things, and you know, every morning I take a half an hour at least and I read. I started listening to audiobooks and things like that, but I'm trying to make it so it's a lot easier, so everything's in one place, so it's easier for you to make good decisions. You just come in here, do a chapter a day or 3 or 4 chapters a week or whatever. So again, I think my message here is none of this is difficult. You know, you should, if you want to grow and be happy and be successful, however you define any of those things, it's just making good choices and putting the effort in. And so my goal is to make that effort as easy as possible, so everything is here. Then you have books that are recommended if you want to go dig a little bit deeper, but learning new concepts that kind of changes how you think. But then you also have to be reminded of things, so that's always worked in as well. So I think it's just turned into a little bit of a plug, but it's just learning new things combined with getting the reps on the things that you should already know, the foundational things. And that's why that's talked a little bit about here in this chapter, a little off topic, but that's really what I wanted to say as sort of an added bonus here, is just make those good choices. You know what to do. It's really not that hard. It's just people want it in front of them. You know, a lot of times people want just that magic pill that's going to make you lose weight, or, you know, I'm going to read this book, this diet book, and mysteriously lose weight just by reading it. But it really comes down to the reps and being consistent, and that's what we're all about here.